Deerfield resident could spend nearly a decade in prison after allegedly assaulting a federal agent. According to charging documents, on Tuesday, federal law enforcement searched a bedroom of a South Deerfield apartment believed to be connected to a suspect of a Capitol Police investigation. During the search, 25-year-old James Judith Pepe III was told to sit in the kitchen unhandcuffed. Pepe reportedly began yelling, insulting, and taunting the agents, as well as threatening to spit in their face. He was warned to stay calm. However, officials say Pepe was detained after failing to do so. And while being walked out of the home, Pepe allegedly spit in the agent's face. After appearing in court, Pepe was released on conditions and now faces up to 8 years behind bars.